So yeah, as much as I had cultivated self-care and some self-love, it still didn't really impact me on a really like deep foundational level until I started getting into solo sacred sexuality and going deeper into Tantra. And these are things that are similar, linking, separate. I've done a blog and I'll probably do a podcast at some point around like the difference between sacred sexuality and neo-tantra and traditional tantra. But I'll just say that like they both kind of can cross over. What I teach is a fusion of the two, but they're also kind of separate. But, you know, Tantra still like is this philosophy of like self-worship, of finding the divine through the body, of being able to explore the subtle body and the energy body and goddess energy and consciousness and altered states of consciousness and kundalini and all these kind of things are Tantra related. And that's what we're exploring in solo sacred sexuality as well. So as I started diving deeper into this and I started my sex, love, relationship, tantric coaching certification, then I really dived all the way into this and doing a lot of self-pleasure practices as well as stuff working with the inner child. So, you know, the inner child is this young part of you that is still present, that shows up with your kind of triggers and the things that like upset you and your attachments and your aversions and stuff. This is all like imprinting from when you're a child, and that there's still this inner child part of you that especially gets activated in relationships and attachment situations. So I started doing some healing with that and seeing how, you know, as a child, like I was the kind of neglected middle child, you know, my parents were busy working all the time. I didn't get as much attention as I needed, the typical kind of story like a lot of us have. And so when I started working through a lot of this stuff, going into shadow work, and also just exploring my sexuality in relation to myself and not just in relation to other people, then really big things started shifting for me. And I was finally able to really have my sexuality and my worthiness and my self-esteem based entirely within myself. So, you know, it's nice when I have that mirrored through a partner or a lover or something like that, but it's not necessary. So when I'm single and I'm by myself for a long time, then I still have a very thriving, beautiful sexuality. I'm still very in touch with my sexuality and, you know, still feeling like lovable and worthy and able to receive love from friends and from just life and from nature and all these other sources, not just from a partner. So yeah, it was really important, huge, life-changing experiences I started having when I really dove into this. And I kind of set myself the goal as well with self-pleasure and with my solo sexuality. I was like, yeah, I want to have the kind of deep, orgasmic, psychedelic sexual experiences with myself that I have with a partner. Like, I want to be able to really say that I can have sex with myself as good as I can with a partner. Because, you know, I'd had like, some nice self-pleasure experiences or whatever, but, you know, there's always something very different when you're with a partner and you can reach these like really intense, surrendered, orgasmic states. And I thought it would be a fun challenge to be like, yeah, like, can I reach that state by myself without someone else? And, you know, it took quite a bit of time and determination, but I did really start getting there, having these really transcendental, deep, powerful, like cosmic, orgasmic experiences with myself, and really realizing that this energy and this like powerful, divine, cosmic, like mind-blowing, life force is within me at all times. And I can tap into it and I can activate it and I can experience it at any time. I don't have to wait for an amazing lover who I have an amazing chemistry connection with and on a beautiful night with incense or whatever. Like, this is available to me at all times. And this is essentially what Tantra teaches, is that you have every experience and every possible like emotion and feeling and sensation and experience like within you, available at any time, because you are consciousness, the one consciousness that is omnipresent to all of experience, that everything happens within. So because we share this one consciousness, and that it's the same kind of fundamental ground of being, awareness at the foundation of every being, then because we all share that, then we all have the ability to tap into any conscious experience that anyone else has experienced. So, the mind-blowing, earth-shattering, creating a whole new galaxy through my orgasm experience that I have had, you can have that too.